LikeABoss627 here. So this is my Last Jedi review, and warning, there will be spoilers in this video. So if you have not seen the movie, I suggest you click away. And so in this Last Jedi review, I'm just basically going to tell you the things I dislike and like. I was going to split it into a few parts and do some other things too, but I tried recording that and didn't really work out, so I'm just going to have to make a shorter version of this, but I hope you guys enjoy the video anyway. But now, let's get started. Now first, I'm going to start with stuff I didn't like in the movie. I overall really liked the movie, so there's not as much that I didn't like about the movie, but there still is quite a bit. So, main thing overall that I didn't like is the humor. Especially in the beginning of the movie, there was a little bit too much. And when the movie started, I actually thought it was gonna suck a lot. But then, when it started, got farther into it, I really enjoyed it. But I think they might have put a little too much in the beginning. I mean, eventually it was alright, but I still can't stand the beginning of the movie. And especially Hux. I can't stand Hux anymore, because he's used more just for comedy and other stuff. Now, Porgs. Now, I didn't know what I thought about Porgs. At first I liked them, then I hated them. Then I was kind of but I think they actually balanced them pretty well in this movie. But I think it was a little too much when they were all on crate. I didn't quite like that. But I would have much rather preferred the ice wolves, or a little more of them, maybe. But the porgs I could understand, but maybe, in my opinion, they should have replaced all the porg scenes in the Falcon with something like with R2 or something. Because, I mean, I really like R2, and I really wish R2 had a bigger role in this movie. And another thing I didn't like is we didn't really get answers with Snoke. I mean, now he's dead. I don't necessarily believe he's fully dead yet. I'm not quite sure, though. And Rey's parents, I don't think that was the real answer that Kylo gave Rey, but, I mean, I don't really know till episode 9. And another thing that I hate is when Finn and Rose were in Canto Bight, they took the freakish donkey horse things through the town, and then they freed them. They freed the donkey horse thing, but, like, their objective was freeing them, it seemed. But, like, why didn't they free the orphans? Like, one is even force sensitive. Like, why can't you free the orphans? Of course, it might be hard, but you can work it out somehow. But, I mean, like, I personally think they should have freed the orphans instead of the donkeys, but, of course, they can't ride the orphans out of the city. That might be a little weird. Yeah. And DJ. I didn't quite like DJ that much. I thought he was going to be a little better. I didn't really like him that much. I thought he was going to be in the movie a little bit more. So we didn't really get to see a lot of him. So we don't really know what he's like that much. Phasma. I kind of thought Phasma would have a much bigger role in this movie. But it turns out she barely had a little bit more than the other one. She just had like one part, and then she's gone for the rest of the movie, and it looks like she's dead. Which I'm pretty sure she's dead this time, unless she's some type of like Boba Fett character, and it's just rumors if she survived or not. But I mean, I'm pretty sure she survived because she fell into wherever that was, into an explosion. Pretty sure if she survived, then she would be in space. I don't think her helmet, once it's cracked like that, can help her survive. I really didn't like how Leia did not die in the movie. Of course, I really liked Leia in this movie, and I thought she was awesome. But the thing is, like, now in episode 9, she's just going to have one of those deaths where they reference her, or it will start off on her funeral, which kind of stinks. And then she went on Mary Poppins in space. Yeah, I didn't expect that. I thought it was a little weird. I kind of wish she would have died in space, or had to make that scene a little more dramatic when the cockpit explodes. Well, bridge of the ship. And then Admiral Holdo. She was kind of annoying, and the thing is, a lot of people are asking why did Admiral Holdo not tell Poe her plan, but the thing is, she was having to fly the ship far enough so she could get close to Crate, then they could launch the transports. And then and then she would stay on the ship and sacrifice. Even though I don't think it was originally her plan to hyperspace into Snoke's Star Destroyer. But I still don't understand why she didn't tell Poe her plan in the first place. Which is, yeah, I don't think that was a good idea. And I really wish we saw more Chewbacca and R2. And I kind of wish there was at least one lightsaber fight in the movie. Of course, we got Kylo, Rey, and the Praetorian Guards, which was, don't get me wrong, I love that. But I kind of wished Kylo and Luke could have at least hit lightsabers one time. Now let's get into what the good parts of the movie are. So I really liked Rey and Kylo in this movie. Kylo had a really cool character, and now he feels much more evil now that he's killed Snoke, because it does show how powerful he is, that he was able to kill his master, even though Snoke wasn't expecting it. Though I secretly think Snoke was expecting it, because he was saying that he was like talking, and he said he was taking his lightsaber to kill his true enemy. And Rey, I don't think was his true enemy, because I mean, yeah, I don't know if he'd still kill Rey if they were in a fight. I mean, now he might, because he's a little more evil and stuff. And I really like the end scene with the kid and the broom. I think it's possibly the new trilogy character. I don't know. Some people think it's just showing there's other Force sensitives, or it's just a random, whatever scene. And another thing to note with that scene, it has to be quite some time after Episode 8, because they're talking about the Battle of Crait where Luke fought Kylo, which, I mean, it's kind of hard for them to hear about that in the first place, but it has to be after Episode 8, possibly even after Episode 9, which could possibly then mean it's in the new trilogy. And Canto Bight seems to be intact. Well, I think it might be if they rounded up. The kids are still there, which probably means they're still having the races, and Canto Bight is back how it used to be, so the Resistance didn't do anything like important there. And I liked the Resistance fleet. I thought that was pretty cool. And I was kind of mad that we didn't see it in Episode 7 and then it magically appeared, but I think they did kind of good with it, because the fleet couldn't actually attack Starkiller Base. And then the bombers, I think they were cool, but that scene, the first part, I didn't like it all, but the bombers look pretty cool, and I understand why the bombers will probably not be in Battlefront, because, I don't know why anybody would want to fly one of those. And then I really liked the Battle of Crait. I kind of wish we saw some more First Order troops on the ground fighting Resistance troops. And then some people wish Finn died when he was going into the cannon. I'm really glad Finn did not die, because Finn is now one of my favorite characters of the new trilogy. I didn't like him in Episode 7, but now I think he's pretty cool now. I really like his character. Same with Rey. I like all the new characters better. And I understand why Luke had to die, because they have to make the transition from the old movies to the new and give the new characters their spotlight instead of the old ones. Man, a lot of people hate this movie, and I think it's just because it's so different. It doesn't really feel like a Star Wars movie. I really loved it. I mean, it makes sense why they wouldn't like it. Because Episode 7 was just like Episode 4. They weren't willing to go out and do anything different. But with this one, they were willing to do a little more, and I really liked it. And then when Luke was dodging Kylo and all that, I thought that was really cool, but I wish they would have clashed lightsabers a little bit, of course. And then one of the best parts, I think, was when Kylo killed Snoke. Of course, I didn't like that Snoke is dead right then, but that fight with the Praetorian Guards was so cool. And right then, I wish they would have Rey and Kylo would have maybe ran out and saved Finn and Rose, and then they could fight all the First Order stormtroopers, and then later Rey would leave and Kylo would become Supreme Leader Ren. I think that's his name. I call him Supreme Leader Ren. Maybe Supreme Leader Kylo, or just Supreme Leader Ben. I don't know. I'm thinking it's gonna be Supreme Leader Ren though. And then the soundtrack on this movie was absolutely amazing. I really loved the soundtrack. And I really like the ice wolves, and the creatures in this movie were really cool, and they looked really good, in my opinion. I really like Poe's character. I kind of hated Poe in episode 7. I just kind of wanted them to kill him off, but now I think he's a pretty cool character. And I think it's kind of cool that the whole resistance is on the Falcon. And I hope we see more of R2, because you did see him on the Falcon. There was a porg sitting on top of him. And of course, this can't be a Last Jedi review without talking about the star of the movie, Nien Nunb. He is the star. He's everywhere. He's on the ship. He's in the Falcon. He has the most screen time. Well, not a lot of screen time. It's kind of like Bosk, As I have a lot of screen time, becomes popular, then he becomes a big star. That's Nien Nunb. It's the Bosk of the new trilogy. Even though Nien Nunb was in the old ones, good old pancake face. But that's pretty much what I liked about the movie. Please tell me your thoughts in the comments below. And thank you guys for watching. Like a Bosk, out.